football playoff is here. The long regular season has all been building to this. And now, first-round games and home field settings. This place is going to be rocking. Welcome to Ann Arbor, Michigan, and the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Hermstreet. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that one. So the Michigan Wolverines offense comes onto the field for the first time today. So in year 2 of the 12-team playoff, we get to see these 4 on-campus first-round games. Now, last year, Kirk, visiting teams like Tennessee, Indiana, SMU didn't look ready for the occasion. They got overwhelmed early and could never recover.
And, Chris, if you flip it over to the other side, the teams that were at home, Ohio State is a team that really stands out. I mean, that disappointing loss to Michigan, everybody thought their season is over, and they end up taking advantage of playing at home in that first game against Tennessee, creates some momentum, and ended up winning 4 straight and won a national championship. So where these games are played and who can take advantage of those opportunities is very big in the postseason.
And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Prescorn. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He lets it go on the move. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver. Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure is coming. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. That's the first punt of the afternoon for this offense. Fielded at the 25. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. The Buckeyes offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you saw, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
The receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first. It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass. It's Sayan. Running out of time in the pocket. Catch is made down the middle. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down. Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And the same runner's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Fourth down, no punt, out of field goal range. They're going for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch. The Buckeyes line up with a first and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Buckeyes, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Gets the first and still running. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
And the Wolverines pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Well, they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On third down, he drops to throw. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. So we begin the second quarter with a field goal attempt as the kicking team is out there. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Play fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Breaking tackles. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Yeah, the quarterback, to me, looked like his timing and rhythm just off a bit there on this option. Picked up some positive yards, but not able to get out in the open space and get a first down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Scanning the field. It's Sayan. Quick completion to the tight end. And gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw over the middle. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play.
Well, they come out of that nickel package, and the move pays off. Gives them an extra defensive back on the field, a little bit more speed and awareness, and it pays off with this big interception.
On 1st down, it's play action. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And the pass is broken up beautifully to prevent that big play. The Wolverines bring their punt team onto the field, and he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. They finally stop him, but he found a nice lane in that return. Puts the start of the drive in a good position. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quick throw to the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
Throwing off play action. The pass rush gets home.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I like the here, 3rd down and long, you know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
Or it lands just short of the goal line, but bounces in for a touchback. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught quickly. He's found some room at the 45. Now here he goes. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
They look to throw it here on second down. Grab made by the tight end. Gets out of bounds after a solid game.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag. Pass interference. Defense will have to bounce back after that PI sets the offense up with a fresh set of downs. The Wolverines will line up now. It's first and goal. The quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the back now goes in motion. Looking to throw. It's Keene. The pocket breaking down. They finally corral him at the 1.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to the end zone. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Chris, they had it. They had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on 4th down.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two, and that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
To dart to the left side. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. One problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw.
He's looking deep down the middle. Pass is batted away and incomplete, but there's a penalty marker. Did he get there too early? Pass defense. Defender flagged for being a little too aggressive. The offense gets a 15-yard penalty. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Defense is coming after him. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. And the Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. He's running out of time here. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
Oh, he makes the catch. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. The Buckeyes looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Touchdown, Ohio State. This quarterback on fire today.
Boy, as a quarterback, you get down into this area of the field, you love having a big target to be able to throw the football to. Defense is expecting the run. You put the ball up in the air and let the big tight end come down with a touchdown.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. It's McCulley. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
If you play zone coverage and the quarterback is patient, this is a tough play to defend. Nice job of waiting for the receiver to get into the window and then making an accurate throw.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. To throw, it's Keene. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. And he will be stuffed for no gain. The Wolverines will line up to boot it away.
Number 9 in punt formation to kick it away.
The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. He'll hand it off. They test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Got the first down and still motoring. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Looking to pass. It's Keene. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's a nice catch along the sideline, but it gains nothing.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The sure hands. It's Haynes. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. That completion makes it second and short. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. Knocks that one right down the middle. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
That's reeled in. It's Tate. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. That completion makes it second and short. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after one. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Leading here in the fourth quarter to keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. Quick throw to the right, looking for the first down. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get them to fourth down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a first down, and now this one could be over.
Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. As the first down is still going. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really the only... back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
They start with an RPO, quick pass to the right. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Keene. Caught near the sticks, it's Klein. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's McCulley. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
A running play called on 4th down. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
That solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage. Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Nice grab. It's Morgan. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. 1st and goal, down 8. They've got to score and a 2-point conversion to tie it. To the air, it's Keene. Pass caught, can he get in? And he's down at the 3-yard line.
Well, against this quarterback and this offensive style, these defensive backs are going to be out on islands trying to hold up in coverage. It's paramount. You get a good pass rush here on 2nd and goal to try to keep these guys out of the end zone.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Bringing pressure. Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up.
Well, that was close to a disaster if that is a sack here late in this game. Quarterback does a good job of just throwing that ball away to keep them alive and give them a chance here on 4th down. Remember now, they need a touchdown. They've got to be able to convert here, not thinking about a field goal.
He'll be brought down on 4th down, and the drive ends with a sack.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. It looked like they miscommunicated. The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He escapes the pocket. Using his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
One's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Boy, questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Hardball playoff game comes down to this. Can the offense find the end zone late here? Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. It comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? To throw. It's Keene. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Looking for a man deep on the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think he can.
Oh, they've got him. A fourth down sack and a turnover on downs.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane, so this drive's going to start with decent field position. Scanning the field, it's Keene. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll have to hurry now, second down with the clock ticking. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's caught. It's McCulley. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Grab near the sticks. It's Haynes. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Caught over the middle. It's Morgan. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. A completion makes it second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab near the sticks. It's Stewart. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now.
release the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
This is the 6th play on the drive. He'll look to throw it here on second down. He launches too high, out of bounds, and incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Pass rush closing in. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. And the Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Keene. And it's caught! Touchdown, Michigan!
Chris, they're not quite out of this game just yet. With under 2 minutes to go, they're down by 9. I'd kick the extra point here, make it a one-possession game, and then try to recover that